Good evening, YouTube. How are you doing? As I say, today we're going to do an update on my chinchillas. For those that don't know what a chinchilla is, it's an animal. It's a pet. It's a South American rodent. I did a video showing you my chinchillas before, but we've had some updates on them. So I'm going to go into the chin room, which is the door you can see in front of you, and show you the updates. We've got some good news and some bad news. Or let's go into the chin room, and you can see that's the chin carrier and the chin wheel. The wheels by Tic Tac Wheels. I don't know if I showed it before. I'll show it to you now. You say this is a wheel suitable for chinchillas because the chinchillas aren't that well suited for wheels, so they need specialist wheels. All right, this is by Tic Tac Wheels, that's a UK-based company. So if you're in the UK, I don't know if they ship internationally, but I think there's similar things you can get in the US as well. I think chinchillas are more popular in the US. Let me know if you're in the US. Right, let's go into the chin room and we'll see what we do. All right, let's go into the chin room. All right, so I'll start over here without anything. So basically, this is my original chinchilla, Sonic. So this is Sonic. He had a friend who's Shadow. Unfortunately, Shadow number 1 passed away. I mean, you say Sonic is on his own now, but you say I have got some new chinchillas. I'll show them to you in a minute. Anyway, this is Sonic, my original chinchilla. I mean, you say I've got two new ones, additions to the thing. Hoping eventually they can go in with Sonic, but they're proving a bit too boisterous for Sonic at the moment. And you say, all right, this is my original chinchilla Sonic with his cage. As you see, he's just had a lava ledge installed, which you see is the pink thing in the back. And you see he's had a new apple stick. They have apple stick, which is they normally have it on a Thursday. He hasn't pulled it down yet. Anyway, that's Sonic. He's still doing all right. He said, "Hello, YouTube. How are you doing?" You say, "All right." Oh, right. Let's go and see my latest 2 additions to the family. And you say these are my new 2 chinchillas. So this is. I'll scroll. I'll zoom out. So and you say I'm trying to film this. So I'm filming this on my iPhone. So this is my new cage. And as you can see, it has two new residents. So you see it's got 2 floors. I'm not sure what brand this cage is. I got it with the chins anyway. I mean, you say it's okay. There's a couple of things with it. Anyway, this is my new chin. This is Shadow number 2. So this is basically Shadow Junior. He's like Shadow number 1. He's so those that don't know the colours of chinchillas. So Sonic's standard, which is like grey, and they can be slightly darker. Sonic's got quite dark tinges of black. Oh, he's coming down to say hello. Oscar, come down. I'll show you them coming out in a minute. Anyway, this is Shadow number 1. He's a black velvet, just like his predecessor. So he's quite cheeky and incredibly naughty. He'll show you himself in a minute. So these boys, and he's got his buddy Silver at the back, who's a violet. So this is the bottom tier of the cage. It's a 2-tier cage. Anyway, so Shadow is basically looking to come out now. And we say today, what we're having for their tea. They're about to have their tea, so I'm filming this at night. It's like 9 o'clock, so they normally come out around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Chinchillas are nocturnal, basically, so they sleep in during the day and they come out at night. In the wild, they live in the burrows. Silver's the other one. He's at the back. He's a violet, which is one of the more rare and unusual colours. So there are quite a lot of different kinds of chinchillas. I've had 2 black ones in my thing, and Silver's the only violet one, so he's one of 2. Let's see what they're going to have to eat today, and I'll show you what they're going to have when they come out, and I'll show you some action shots, and I'll show you some of them having their dust bath. So in the wild, they basically bathe in volcanic sand. So this is their dust bath, and you'll see them when they come out, and they'll go into this. And they'll flip around. It's basically to condition their coat and everything, because they can't have a bath in water. They bath in sand. Right. What are we having for today's food? So today we're having normal pellets, of which there are many kinds you can get. This is a chinchilla pellet. This is Henry Bell, which is a UK brand one. They're going to have wheat bran with it, which is it's like cereal kind of thing. They can have certain cereal products and stuff. Anyway, This is the regular hay we're going to be using today. They're having this is the regular one. This is the premium one. Now, the boys, Sonic didn't get his premium hay yesterday because the boys were naughty and they escaped from their cage basically. And, well, escaped the thing, but they were trying to get through to Sonic and I didn't want them to be in with Sonic. So I ushered them back and Sonic didn't get his premium. So Sonic's going to get premium today and the boys are just going to get the regular. Anyway, the premium I only use once a week. The Dussicks, this normal Norfolk pasture, I believe I have it, the one with the rabbit on it, is every day. And they have these, this is the standard chinchilla pictured on the packet. You see, so the oxbow hay, so there's guinea pig, chinchilla, the standard grey one, and rabbit. All right, it's also got my address on the bag, but that's beside the point. All right, we're going to let the chins out and see what they do. As you see, the room is quite clean at the moment because I've just hoovered it out. They're quite messy, so you have to use. I do it at least twice a week. I mean, this is their entire room. This is their room. They do what they think, and we can see what they've been up to over the night. I'm now going to let them out, and they're going to run around. Well, I'm going to clean. I will show you them while they come out. Come on, boys. Right, you see that's the mess they've done overnight. You see they upturned their food bowl. That's their hammock. That's another food bowl. They basically have, the boys, the little ones have two bowls because they're quite, they can be quite picky, but they don't like the other one eating sometimes. So I give them two. And they normally tip at least this one over, the little one, whereas the larger one lost. All right, let's see what Silver's doing. He hasn't come out yet. He said, hello. Hello, Silver. He's very prettily marked. I've never had a violet one before. He's one of the more expensive colours. Chinchillas are not cheap pets, people. They're more like, they're kind of in line with a small dog, I would think. I've got a dog as well. You see my channel logo is a dog. As you can see, Shadow is running around. I don't know how well this is going to come out, but I'm taking an action shot of him. You see, you need to chin-proof your room, basically, when as you see, he's got a, that's the stool. I'm probably going to move that now. All right. Sorry, Shadow. You see, he climbs. You have to chin-proof, basically, your room to make sure there's nowhere where they can get stuck or trapped or anything. All right. Silver's about to come out by the look of it. All right. I've moved the stool. Anyway, I'll show you them for a bit, and then I'm probably going to finish them when they come out. All right, so what do I do when they come out? Well, I clean the cage. I basically top up their food bowls. I do their water, so the water's there. As you see, the other one has come out now. So this is Silver. They're both little boys. So now they've been with me about 6 months. I mean, you say this is Silver, so he's a violet chin. So he's basically a kind of lighter grey. But in addition, you can see he's got a white belly basically. If you see him, all right, they're both intact boys. They've just gone 2. As you see, Shadow is here. He's sitting on my foot. As you see, he likes chewing. They like chewing anyway. Basically, you can see if you can see the marks on the wall and the cupboard door. That's them basically, or some of my previous ones. Hello, Shadow. Going to say hello to YouTube? He said hello, YouTube. Yeah, Shadow's a naughty man. They can be quite, I mean, they're intact males. They have got quite a lot of testosterone in their little bodies. They get along most of the time anyway. Anyway, once the boys go back, Sonic will go out. I mean, they say hello. That's my little friend. Yeah, what did they cost? So I mean, these two were. So in terms of, I bought them from someone who was unfortunately had to let them go because basically they were having problems with their accommodation. So I bought them off them. I paid £400. That's a UK sterling for them, the pair. So a chin is at least a couple of hundred. I mean, this cage is probably a couple of hundred. So they were would have been if you bought them from a breeder. Sonic, for coincidence, did come from a breeder. He came from a breeder. I got him and his friend for around that 200 and so price. Anyway, these ones were £400 a pair. They're more unusual colours anyway. Alright, Sonic is doing alright. The boys are doing alright. And when you say I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. I'm happy to have them. Let's see if we can zoom. Can we? They don't hold still for long. They're like little Energizer bunnies, dynamos. And you see they bounce around like little madmen. Let's see if we can zoom in. Can we zoom in on them? There's Silver. So as you can see, I've zoomed in now. Well, I've zoomed out now. But like that's basically the container I put their hay in if I need to open it. And as you see, I've put all the water on and stuff on the top. That's to keep it away from Shadow, actually. But Shadow can climb up there. He's not stupid. He does climb. They climb quite a lot. I mean, one of my for coincidence, that's a window ledge up there next to the radiator. Bear in mind the radiators are turned off. They don't like the heat. They have got I put a fan in when it gets too cold. For instance, so that's to stop. He could climb up to the window ledge. Not Shadow though. My previous one, Sammy, did. Got a picture of him sitting on the window ledge. All right. Oh, so I'll show you. So this cage has like a divider between the two layers, which I'm just digging out for you. For comparison, Shadow has pulled this down overnight, and that's basically a divider between the two layers to stop them, because I keep them in the top when Sonic comes out so they don't have as much contact with him. I've got a run and stuff in the cupboard to keep them separate, but like that doesn't seem to work. Anyway, that's the divider. My brother's going to try and get something together. Yeah, so the green stuff was the premium hay from yesterday. That's going to be extracted in a minute. I removed basically all the droppings and all the food. I basically tip all the stuff out of the box. You see Sonic sits on his hind legs as well. Oh yeah, so a comparison. So Sonic is like, he feels like he's like twice the size of the boys. The boys are tiny. They're roughly the same age. The boys were 2 in last month, and Sonic's birthday was beginning of the year, January or February, I think it was. So their birthdays are only about a couple of months apart, so they're more or less the same age. There's not much in it. Shadow is just chewing my shoe. These shoes I have on are just shoes for the chins. I don't use them for anything else. That's all they're used for. Got the bin which I put all the stuff in. They go through a bin bag every couple of days, I would think, because the hay's changed every day. The water and that are changed every day. Oh, Shadow's trying to sit on my shoulder. Shadow? I'm trying to train him to go on my shoulder. I don't think I can do it. Anyway, he's learning. You see, I'll show you what he's doing. He's sitting on the chair. You see, little rascal. All right, they're very friendly. I would recommend chins if you've got the time for them. And they're not the cheapest pets. They're commitment though. They can be here for up to 20 years. As you see, Silver just hopped over his little friend. You see, Silver's the most stubborn one. He doesn't like going back into the cage. As you see, they're going back in the cage at the moment, but they're like, I haven't started to clean yet. Anyway, they're going to be here for a while. I mean, you say they're meant to get about 20 minutes of exercise a day, which is normally what they recommend, but like they're normally out for more because I can't get them back. They're not the easiest things to get back. When they don't want to go back, they're quite stubborn. And if they don't want to go back, they don't want to go back. A Shadow sitting on the chair by the door. Don't worry, the door's shut. He can't get out. Only one of my chins has ever escaped the room, and I remember having to go and get her back. Yeah, that's the voice. Sorry if the filming on this is the thing. This is about the best I can do at this kind of thing. They are hopping around everywhere. All right. Thanks very much for watching. I don't think I'm going to get that much more out of them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll keep doing some of these videos. And the animals are definitely one of my passions. So as you can see, my logo is my dog. I mean, so I mainly do other content for video games and various stuff, but animals is one of my top three things anyway. And I say getting pets is one of the most exciting things anyway, and I just wanted to share them with you. Anyway, so all the boys basically are named after characters from Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game. Anyway, then we say that's Sonic. I'll show you Sonic a bit more if you want to see him, might as well. While the boys run up. That's Sonic. As you can see, Sonic is standing in the corner, sitting on his hind legs. As you see, he's a lot bigger than the boys. I don't know how much he weighs compared to them. I mean, I had the original one weighed when I took him to the vet, but like I don't know. Anyway, Sonic is going to go out after the boys. As you see, he just picked up some of his lava ledge, which is like a pumice stone kind of effect. That's his new one, the pink one in the corner. That was the remains of his old one. He's got that. He also has a cooling ledge, a cooling slab which he's sitting on, which you use to basically in hot weather and stuff to put in. You sometimes have to put it in the fridge, kind of, to make sure that keeps them chilled. Alright, that's his cooling ledge as well. Alright, Shadow's just jumped up onto this chair again. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again sometime. I'll see if I do. I've linked all my chinchilla videos in the playlist. I've only done 3. I've done the original tour. I had a video of one of them having a dust bath, which is quite short, and this one. Alright, thanks very much. And if the boys move in with Sonic, I might do an update on that. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Wish me luck with getting them back. Shadow's just sitting on the bin now. Shad, leave the bin. Yeah, he likes chewing, and so I need to encourage him to not do that. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Bye.